As a new mother, I was curious about alarming health trends among our children. Wanting to understand the facts, I started collecting them to see what it looked like on one page. This page is a snapshot of what I discovered. It represents the difficult reality that something unusual is happening with our kids. For example, premature births increased more than 30% since 1981 in the US, UK, and Scandinavia. These babies are more likely to develop adverse health effects later in life, such as respiratory and neurological conditions, cardiovascular disease, obesity, lung disease, and type 2 diabetes. Food allergies increased 50% from the 1997 to 2011 period, totaling 5.1% of children ages 0 to 17 years old. Birth defects are the leading cause of infant death, and certain ones are rising in many countries or leveled off at unfavorably high rates. Leukemia increased by nearly 60% between 1975 and 2004 among children 14 years and younger. Pediatric melanoma increased by an average of 2% per year from 1973 to 2009. Type 2 diabetes became epidemic worldwide over the past 40 years. Brain cancer among children 14 years and younger. Primary brain cancer increased by nearly 40% between 1975 and 2004. Obesity more than doubled in children over the past 10 years and quadrupled in adolescents over the past 30 years. Precocious puberty. Girls are starting puberty at younger ages. This has been detected in all countries studied. Precocious puberty prolongs exposure to estrogen, increasing breast cancer risk by 30% and increasing risk of advanced bone age as well as psychological and emotional challenges. Skin allergies increased 69% from the 1997 to 2011 period, totaling 12.5% of children ages 0 to 17 years old. Developmental disabilities. Children 3 to 17 years old in the U.S. were evaluated by researchers led by the CDC. The study examined data from 1997 to 2008. During this time, the incidence of developmental disabilities increased 17.1%, which equated to 1.8 million more children than the decade prior. The numbers below highlight the percent change in certain developmental disabilities from the 1997 to 2008 periods. ADHD increased 33%. Autism increased 289.5%. Blindness increased 18.2%. Other developmental disabilities increased 24.7%, and seizures increased 9.1%. Asthma increased more than 100% in frequency since 1980 and is the leading cause of pediatric hospitalization and school absenteeism. Testicular cancer increased up to 400% among some populations of young men, especially in industrialized countries, and is occurring at younger ages. Testicular cancer is more common among those born with hypospadias or cryptorchidism, both of which have increased in incidence to level off at unfavorably high rates. Our children are not alone in experiencing alarming health trends. Chronic diseases are the main causes of sickness and death worldwide. While researchers actively explore the contributing factors to our deteriorating health trends, the role of environmental variables seems increasingly certain. More consideration should be brought to an unknown pillar of health and wellness, the toxic exposures from our consumer products.